Hey y'all, what's going on? Thank you for checking out this video. It is Saturday, January the 4th. I'm gonna do a little Lake Wedowee fishing report. So I've been on the lake all week since last Saturday doing guide trips. I've had 5 or 6 trips this week fishing for bass and crappie. I didn't fish New Year's Day, but other than that, I've been on the water every day this week. So right now, you can see behind me, it's pretty calm right now. The wind's not blowing. It's like I said, Saturday afternoon, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and the water temp today has been about 51 to 53. This week it's ranged, I've seen it down to about 50, and I've seen it up to about 54 and a half, but low 50s is what the water temp is. Back Monday and Tuesday, the water was kind of dirty, but in the area around 48 boat ramp and up the both rivers, up the big and the little, it was a little stained, but as of right now, Saturday the 4th, the lake's pretty clean. So on the crappie fishing, I have been catching most of my fish using my live scope with just a little crappie jig. So like that right there, just that little white, off-white color, little jig head. I've got a chartreuse jig head today, little split shot. I'm just using a little spinning rod, dropping that down there to them. I mean, we caught fish today in 40 foot, caught some of them in 20 foot. There's some fish up shallow, but they're a lot harder to bite. Those deeper fish seem to bite better. But as far as the crappie goes, you just get some kind of shad color bait, shad color jig, and find some fish, find some deep fish, and drop it down there to them and work it real slow. You'll get some bites. We probably caught, I'll put a picture up today, we probably caught about 30 fish, 30 keepers today. So on the bass fishing, I had a couple bass trips this week. Earlier in the week, we caught some fish on the jig head minnow. So the standard, like I said, just that oversized crappie jig, just a jig head minnow, little bitty, or little jig head, little minnow style bait on a spinning rod, chasing some fish out there on the bait, dropping it down there on the bottom. When we see them swimming, throw it to them. Caught a lot of fish on that earlier this week and caught some on Thursday. Well, after Thursday, I feel like the bass bite has kind of slowed down as far as out deep. I think we've had a little bit of warmer weather. Now, I've had a lot of wind, but like we've had a lot of sun the last couple days. So I kind of got away from the jig head minnow later this week and went to 2 of my favorite baits for this time of the year, and that's a red crankbait. So throwing that shallow running red crankbait right there, that one run about 5, 6 foot. I had a bass trip on Friday. We caught 12 or 13 bass total, and over half of them came on that little bright red shallow runner, and then some more of them I caught a little deeper on the bigger model and a more natural crawl. But just fishing that thing, just burning up the bank. You can fish points, you can fish a nice flat bank, fish riprap, fish natural rock, bluffs, just anywhere where the sun's hitting. Just wind that crankbait around. And the key yesterday was that dirtier water. We didn't have but 1 or 2 bites in the clean water. We went up the rivers, got in some dirtier water, and had a lot more bites on the crankbait. And then lastly, it's kind of hard to do a wintertime fishing report and not have a jig. So a little 1/2 ounce finesse jig, just a little natural green pumpkin, little chunk trailer. We only caught 2 or 3, or only caught 1 or 2 on it yesterday, but had several bites. And it's that time of the year where if you don't want to use live scope, or you don't have live scope, you don't need it. Get you a jig and get some crawfish colored crankbaits and just go fish on the bank where the sun's hitting it. Like I said, points, rocky bank, a bluff. You can fish it around some boat docks, maybe. I mean, anywhere you want to. But the key this week for the bass, earlier in the week, I caught a lot out deep on the finesse stuff with the live scope. And then the last couple days, it's been crankbait and a nice finesse jig right there. But like I said, that's my Wedowee fishing report. Unfortunately, this report's gonna only last a couple days because we're about to have a massive cold front coming through. So I think that's gonna change some things up. But if you're planning on fishing on Sunday or maybe Monday this week, you might have some decent conditions that are similar to this. But probably after next Tuesday or Wednesday, the 5th or the 6th, the 6th or the 7th, it's going to be frigid, cold, and all this will change a little bit. But like I said, that's my Wedowee fishing report. If you got any questions, let me know. Interested in a guide trip, let me know. But other than that, I appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see y'all next time.